Welcome. Comparison questions are common in the US exam. So for example, they give you a set of numbers and they ask you to compare them with a greater or less than signs. Basically, I don't recommend having rules for these, or I don't recommend studying them by heart. I recommend giving examples. For example, we're gonna let's consider this as a question, and they ask you to compare these numbers, which is greater than which. So, for example, we're going to consider A as 4. I'm going to take it as 4. You can take any number. 4 is easy because it's easy for the square part, the fraction, and the radical. So basically, I'm going to give the answers as if A is 4. So basically, A is 4. 4 square is 16. 1 over 4 is 0.25 and radical 4 is 2. Now I can compare them easily. Basically, the smallest one is 1 over 4, then the radical 4, then the 4, and then the 4 square is the greatest. So now we can consider that 1 over A is less than radical A less than A and less than A square. This is an easier way so that you don't memorize lots of rules, since you have a considered program for the US exam. Let's take the other example, comparing fractions and comparing the same fraction but in an edited version. The first fraction is A over B, the second A over B plus N, the third AN over B. These fractions are the same, only that in the second one we added N to the denominator, and in the third we add N to the numerator. This example can be written in another way, such that we can add M instead of N to the numerator and N in the denominator, such that they are different numbers. It doesn't matter if they're the same or if they are different. Let's take an example again. A over B, I'm going to consider A over B as 1 over 2. And here 1 over 2. And here 1 over 2. And I'm going to consider N as 3. And M, for example, I don't know, you can take it 3 also, or you can take another number. Let's take it as 5. Knowing that these numbers should be non-zero, not zero numbers, of course. Plus 3, so it's 1 over 5. And here plus 5, so it's 6 over 3. Okay, let's consider this. 1 over 2 is actually 0.5. 1 over 5 is actually 0.2, and 6 over 3 is actually 2. So considering adding a number to the numerator is basically the largest number, and adding to the denominator is the smallest number or the least, and the actual fraction is in the middle. So basically, as a general rule, increasing the numerator increases the number, increasing the denominator decreases the number. This is it.